Phew, I have to. All right, I have seen the button get hit. Hi, everybody. Hi, YouTube. Hi, Facebook. My name is Alicia, and this is our weekly live stream. Welcome back. Thanks very much for joining us. As you join, don't forget to hit the like button and, of course, share the video too so other people can find the video a bit easier. This week, our topic is time. We're going to talk about time in English, how to tell time. So this is something a lot of you have asked about, especially prepositions like at, in, on, and by. So at the end of today's lesson, I'm going to talk about those points a little bit. So we're going to begin in about maybe 2 minutes or so. So please say hi when you join the chat for sure. Hi, everybody. Hi, Harley, Najma, G2, Daniel. Facebook, I see you as well. Shriyat, Mai, Tamim, hello. Theon, hi. Sorry if I say your name wrong. All right, but we're going to get started. We're going to roll out very soon. So I'm going to share this. While we wait, though, a couple announcements. First one is if you have not checked the YouTube channel, as always, there's lots of good news stuff there for you to check out. There's a new episode of Know Your Verbs about the verb ask. And there's also some like compilations and some good listening things to check out there this week. So please take a look at that. Also, I already shared a bit about this on Instagram, but we have a new studio here. These are a couple of our crew members. We have a new studio here where we're shooting some new things that are hopefully going to be on the channel soon as well. So this is really exciting. This was from kind of a test shoot the other day. So please keep an eye out for that. Very exciting, I think. Okay, but yes, today's topic will be time in English. We're going to talk about how to tell the time in English. We use the expression tell time. To tell time means to understand a clock and to express the time of day or related words. Okay, hi everybody, Raphael and Sultan and Leonrique. Hi, lots of people, great, welcome. All right. We're about 4 minutes in, so let's get started. As always, I made kind of 3 groups for today's topic. Group 1, first part, we'll talk about basic time expressions, so maybe review. So very basic. It's 1 o'clock, it's 2 o'clock. Second, we'll go to like intermediate, like middle level time expressions. And third, we'll talk about some like prepositions we use with time. So let's begin. Let's start then with the first question for today. Basic one, the probably most familiar question for many of you, which is simply, what time is it? What time is it? So, the basic time-related question. When you want to check the time, you want to ask someone the time, the current time. What time is it? What time is it? So what time is it? So this is the most basic way to ask about the time. Here we can see it more clearly. My handwriting is terrible. What time is it? What time is it? So to check the time, what time is it? Or what time is it now? You might also hear, what time is it now? So we don't need to use now, but if you want to, you can. So what time is it? Our basic question for today. How to ask the time. Yes, to ask the time. What time is it? What time is it? No, I'm not wearing a watch. Okay. Can I move the blackboard? Oh, yes, the light changed. Sorry. Okay. Toward me. Is that better? Better. Okay, cool. Ooh. Ah, I see. It's a little hard. Okay. So, what time is it? What time is it? Okay, then to answer this question, we have a couple different ways we can answer this question. Yeah, nice. You guys are sending the time in your time zone right now. That's awesome. So when you answer this question, there are 2 kind of patterns we can think of. It's plus a number. So this number is like, it's 11, it's 2, it's 12, it's 3. So when you answer with this pattern, this means it's like the top of the hour. So top of the hour means it's like the, like right at the 0 minute mark of that hour. Top of the hour. So now it's not the top of the hour. Now it's 6 minutes after that. So when it's exactly at this point on the clock, this top of the hour mark, the expression I'm using is top of the hour. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you'll see it in a second, I think. But when it's the top of the hour, when it's exactly at this point on the clock, you can use this basic one. It's 2, it's 11, it's 12. So don't forget to pronounce this S clearly. It's, not it, but it's. So it's 2, it's 12. If, however, it is not the top of the hour, it's some other point in time, we can use this pattern. It's where you have your hour and 2 other digits. So some of you are writing like, it's 8:37, someone wrote in the YouTube chat, or it's 10:10 in the Philippines. Thanks, guys. So when you use this pattern as well, someone said in the YouTube chat 2307. When we're speaking, like when we're using, like when we're actually talking, we don't use numbers 13 to 24. We only use 1 to 12. We only use 1 to 12. We don't use 0, actually, at least in US English. Ooh, that's hard to see. Is that okay? Yeah. So we only use 1 to 12 for this pattern. So this is for this part, actually, for your hours, 1 to 12 only. So it's 2 p.m. We don't say like 14. We don't use that in speech. For this part, however, we can use, well, we'll use 0. We say O usually to 59 for this part. So this first digit should be 1 to 12. Your second digit should be 0 to 59. So great. Some of you are saying 9:07, 10 a.m. Perfect. It's 7:40. Perfect. Nice. So we say this number and this number separately. 7:40. It's 7:40. Someone said it's 7:40. Interesting. Okay. So these are the 2 basic ways to express time. Actually, I think these 2 are probably the most common ways we use. Like, they're quick and easy to remember. So this is a great basic kind of introduction to telling time. Okay, sounds good. Nice. All right, so let's move along to the next point. Next point, some of you have asked before, what does this mean? Like, when should I use o'clock? This word, o'clock. Like, people ask, what is it? What does it mean? This word, again, I explained this expression here, top of the hour. So when it's the top of the hour, like 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, we can use this o'clock after that time. But why? This actually comes from an old English point. Before we had, digital clocks, before clocks were common, we used this expression of the clock. This is a long time ago, hundreds of years ago. So there were 2 systems for telling time, and one system was using the sun and the moon. Another system was using a clock, or like a sundial, or some way of telling or understanding the time based on a system that was not the sun or the moon. So of the clock became o'clock. So you can see the of the was reduced here and became o'clock. So o'clock has a historical use. We don't actually need it now. But many people do use it. Harley, yes, 14:05 is not typical. We could say it on a schedule, yes, but when we're speaking, we don't say 14:05. Okay, so this is one point about the word o'clock. You can use it when you're talking about times at the top of the hour. It's 2 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. We don't say like it's 3 o'clock 30 something. We don't use that. We use it for these top of the hour expressions. Okay, good. Then the final point for this part, I wonder if you can see, I'll put it here. A lot of students ask about these two things, AM and PM. Yay, it barely fit. AM and PM. What are these for? We use AM for morning and PM for the afternoon. But what do these mean? So when we use AM, we use it for on a schedule. We do not say this in speaking. This is midnight. This is midnight. The middle of the night. Midnight. We wrote wrong. Oh, okay. So this is midnight. And then we use AM until 11:59 in the morning. Gotcha, control desk. Okay. So 11:59 in the morning. This is AM. PM, therefore, is 12 o'clock noon, so midday, to 11:59 at night, or perhaps it's easy to understand 23:59. So why do we use AM and PM then? Like, what's the reason for this? Another like historical point here, this AM, PM, this comes from the A here. I'll use a different color. The A here comes from the word ante. So ante, this is Latin actually. Ante means before. And then this M here means meridium. Antemeridium is before, so this means like middle. So before the middle, in other words, before the middle of the day. Antemeridium. So we don't need to know this. But we still use this AM and PM to mean that. AM and PM. Then what is P? So meridium stays the same. This M is still meridium with PM. But this P changes. So ante means before. P, we talked about postscript last week. This means the same thing. Post means after. Antemeridium, postmeridium becomes AM and PM. Okay. Oh, is there a little hiccup in the stream? Some people are saying there's hiccups on the stream in YouTube and Facebook. Is everything okay? I shall keep going. Checking. Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything on YouTube or Facebook now. I hope it's okay. Send messages if something happened. Okay. But with that, this is sort of the introduction to today's lesson. So this is sort of our beginning point for today. All right. With that said, then, let's take a quick break. Today, as always, we have free stuff for you guys. So I think some of you have maybe seen this before, but a lot of you ask about how to... Uh-oh, I have to wait. It's frozen. Oh, no. Something terrible has happened. Uh-oh. Hi, Instagram. We're having a bit of an issue at the moment. I'll come check the Instagram feed. I usually can't check your feed. What are you guys saying? Okay, cool. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. I don't know. We had a little technical trouble there for just a moment. I think we fixed it. Sorry about that. I hope that we can get back rolling. Okay. We've got the video going again. So let's come back with a quick freebie for the week while we give everyone a chance to join the refreshed stream. This week's free thing for everybody is this, shall I not go to this camera? Will be this guy, this PDF. So some of you have asked before about how to make plans for your studies. So what you can do to kind of understand the best way to move forward with your English studies. So these are a few ideas. These are some goals you can think about when you're studying English. These are some ways that you can kind of improve your motivation. So for example, travel, or just because you love learning new languages, or it's part of your study routine, and so on. So This could be a great way to kind of help you make a study plan for yourself. So check this out. The link to this is in the description on YouTube. So please check the description box below the video on YouTube. If you're watching it on Facebook, please check the description above the video on Facebook. So this is free. If you have an account, you can download it right away. If you do not have an account, you can make an account, and it's good. Okay, yes, I think we fixed the broadcast. It should be up on YouTube, and I think it's up on Facebook. Maybe Facebook is coming back as well. Sorry about that, everybody. We had a bit of a technical problem today. It's kind of rare, I wonder. Though I think there have been some weird little issues here and there lately with live streams, I've noticed on YouTube as well. Anyway, let's get back to today's lesson where we're talking about time. So, beginning again. Let's get back to the second part of today's lesson then. We'll go a little bit quickly, I suppose. We're kind of running low on time. So, to get back to today's topic, let's take a look at some more intermediate expressions we can use. So I want to look at this. I'll use this same clock. Can you guys see it? It's kind of small, isn't it? I'll make a new one. I want to talk about expressions that are sort of leveled up from these that we talked about earlier. So I want to use a visual to do this. So if we imagine it's 2 o'clock. So for the purposes, for this point, this means 2 o'clock. Sorry, it's hard to see there, isn't it? So let's imagine it's 2 o'clock. And then I'll draw some other things so we can talk about different times. I want to first talk about the expression till. So it's minutes till a time. This expression, using till to talk about a time. We use till for minutes before an hour. So in this case, it's almost 2. Let's imagine it's not 2 o'clock yet. So maybe a more accurate line is here for my hour time. Then right about here is my minutes hand. For this expression, if I want to use this pattern of speaking, I could say it's 1:50. It's 1:50. Or a different way that we use is this expression. It's minutes. In this case, it's 10 minutes till 2. It's 10 till 2. So till means before. So that means it's not 2 o'clock now. It's 10 minutes before 2. It's 10 minutes before 2. So 10 till 2. 10 till 2, or maybe 10 until 2. But more commonly, we use till, T-I-L-L, if you can see that. Okay, then let's take a look at a similar expression, 10 past 2. 10 past, so past means after. It's 10 past 2. This is the opposite then. Till meant before 2 o'clock. 10 past 2 means it's 10 minutes after 2. 10 past 2. A different way to say this time is it's 2:10. It's 2:10. 10 past 2 means 2:10. 10 past 2. Kind of hard to see there. Okay. So please be careful of this till and past. I know people get kind of caught up with that. All right. Then I want to go on to the next one. We've talked about till and past. Now I want to add this word, a quarter. Quarter. So quarter means 1/4. When we read fractions in English, we say 1/4, 1 over the number. I made a video about this actually. So quarter we can use with till and past. A quarter, though, in time refers to 15 minutes. Quarter of 1 hour means 15 minutes. So 15 minutes is a quarter of an hour, a quarter of an hour. We can use quarter with till and quarter with past. So quarter till, a quarter till 2 would mean about this time right here. So it's 1:45. We could say it's 1:45, or we could say it's a quarter till 2 in this case. They mean the same thing. People just use whatever they feel like. Enzo, what's most common, till or past? They're both common. They have different meanings though. Till means not yet. Past means after. So, quarter till. Quarter past, however, quarter past 2 would mean something like this. It's 2:15. Sorry, it's getting messy. 2:15 would be quarter past 2. 2:15. 2:15. So please keep in mind people do use quarter and till and past. The final one I want to review is this expression. Half past a time. Really, half past an hour. Half past an hour. So if quarter is 15 minutes, half or half an hour means 30 minutes. So this expression, half past a time, means 30 minutes past an hour. 30 minutes past an hour. So in my example here, if we're imagining 2 o'clock is the hour, and we're at the 30-minute mark here, we could say it's half past 2. So it's 30 minutes past 2. Half past 2. All right, so these are kind of a little bit more advanced. Half past 2. So 30 minutes. So to review, half an hour. 1 hour is 60 minutes. 1 hour is 60 minutes. Half an hour is 30 minutes. Quarter hour is 15 minutes. Okay. All right. Hi, Rocket T. Okay, good. Shall I take another quick break? 10 to 5 without till, is this correct? Yes, that is correct. Yusef says, is 10 to 5 without till correct? Yes, so instead of till, sometimes we use to. It's 10 minutes to 5. That means 10 minutes before 5. Yes, okay. Then I will take a quick break. If you missed it, sorry about our technical difficulties earlier. We fixed everything, I think. But in case you missed the free stuff for this week's free stuff, maybe you haven't seen it yet, but this week's free stuff, many of you ask about getting kind of study plans. Getting study plans for your English practice, for your English studies. So the team made a free PDF, which you'll see here. You'll see here, I showed earlier these motivation points, a few ideas to help you keep your motivation up. So please check this out. On the back here, this is a really great point for beginners to start. This is learning the grammar. This is a list of vocabulary words for all the basic parts of speech. So what is a noun? What is a verb? What is an adjective? All of these words that are really useful for language study are here on the back. So it's a quick list. You could use this if you're a beginner. If you're just starting, you could check this out. And there are also some basic questions here, some patterns, and some examples as well. So this is for free. You can find this free. The link to this is below the video on YouTube and above the video on Facebook. So please check out the link for this. It is free. Hooray. If you have an account on the website, you can download it right away. If you don't have an account, you can make an account for free. Alrighty, good. Let's continue on to the last part of today's lesson. Also, as you're joining, please don't forget to hit the like button. We have to recover, I think, from our technical difficulties. I think we lost part of our group for today. All right. Oh, do I need to finish? Shall I finish, or can I look at prepositions, or no? 5 minutes. Yay! All right, let's talk about prepositions for 5 minutes. Okay, I should say this is going to be very quick. If you have questions about prepositions of time, please check the YouTube channel. We have a video on the YouTube channel about prepositions of time, but I want to make sure that we have a chance to review. Can't add the text. Okay, gotcha. Blackboard only. Okay, gotcha. Then I'll do a quick introduction to how to use prepositions of time. I will choose a couple. Many of you ask this question about using this. So doing an activity at a time. So for example, I wake up at 8, or I go to bed at 9, or I eat lunch at 12 o'clock. We use at for the time a specific time happens. It's like the specific point in a schedule something happens. So you want to talk about the time an action occurs, you use at. Use at to do that. If, however, you want to talk about like a deadline, there's a video about this on the channel. We use the word by. We use the preposition by to refer to deadlines. So I need to finish this live stream by like 10:30, for example, or I need to do this report by 8 o'clock. By shows us the time something has to finish. We must finish something by this point. It shows us like the last point for an action. An action needs to finish by that point. All right. Another one that people confuse, though. Actually, there's a video. I've used till here, but you can use until. I made a video about the difference between by and until. These two words are very commonly confused, actually. So it's like these two words, it's like we're using, like I said, by is used to talk about a deadline, but until is used like for a continuing action, something that's continuing and then might change into the future. So I don't have much time and it's hard to show, but till and until are kind of often confused with by. So I recommend checking the by versus until video on the YouTube channel for more details about this point. Okay. I think I should probably end there because we have no more time for today. So if you want to know more about prepositions of time, please check the YouTube channel. There's a video there called Prepositions of Time where I talked about these points. So please check it out. And I hope that answers some of your questions. Also, for by and until, there's a different video just for by versus until. So please check out those two videos. Those are great points for review for this lesson, I think. All right, so to review, I think these are some good basic points. If you're beginning, this stuff right here is great for you to practice. I recommend this. If you're like an intermediate learner, if you're getting a little bit leveled up, you might think about using these expressions, quarter and half past and so on. So maybe this part's good for beginners and maybe this part is good for intermediate learners. So I hope that you found something new in today's lesson. And sorry again about the technical difficulties there. Our awesome team fixed everything up though. Okay, but we do have to finish. For today's lesson. So we'll be back next week. We have a new topic for next week. Next week's topic is how to say you're sorry. So how to apologize. Yeah, this is important. So how do you do this in like a natural way? And how do you do this in like using the correct words for the situation? So depending on the situation, you might need to use a different way of apologizing. So this is our topic for next week. Please join us July 18th. That's Wednesday, July 18th, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's New York City time. Please Google your local time if you don't know it. But yeah, please join us. We'll talk about different ways to say sorry there. And also, please don't forget to go download your free stuff for this week, your goal sheet. If you are looking for a place to begin, it's hard to see here. If you're looking for a place to begin, definitely check this out. Please download this free PDF. You can find the link below the video in the description on YouTube, or above the video, there's a link on Facebook too. I think you'll also see a preview page after I go away. But we'll finish there. So thank you very much for joining us this week for talking about time. Next week, we'll talk about how to say sorry. So it should be good. We'll finish there though. So thank you so much for liking and sharing the video. We always appreciate it. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your night. Have a nice weekend. And I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.